Hello everyone. This is Dr. G. Anita Hepzibah, Department of Chemistry, Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. We have been discussing about the various pre-treatments which are needed for a cotton fabric to take it for dyeing. We have already discussed about the process called singeing, wherein the loosened fibers or else the protruding fibers are removed by means of heat treatment. Second one is desizing, where the size material, that is the starch, is removed for better absorbency on cotton fabric. The third pre-treatment is scouring. Grey cotton fabric straight from the loom. It carries oils, waxes, sometimes pectins, and some natural pigments. To achieve high whiteness, absorbency, and prepare it for dyeing and then bleaching also, we have to first scour and then we have to go for bleaching. The process called scouring, it removes fats, waxes, proteins, and dirt using the chemical called sodium hydroxide. Along with sodium hydroxide, we also add some detergents and sequestering agents to make the scouring process more effective. Now, how do we achieve this scouring? Scouring is actually done in a hot sodium hydroxide solution. So this scouring, it just removes all the unwanted pectin or else fat. They are saponified in the presence of the sodium hydroxide and they are dissolved and removed. Usually scouring is performed in gears. Gears are nothing but industrial boilers, right? Industrial pressure cookers. They are pressurized vats or in continuous machines like J boxes. When we go for batch wise, we use gears, but when we go for continuous, we use J boxes. Temperature hover around 90 to 100 degrees Celsius with the 30 to 45 minutes residence time. This result in that is clean and highly absorbent cotton fabric which can be taken for bleaching. Now, the scoured cotton fabric is not as white as we want and it cannot be taken for dyeing as such. So this has to be pre-treated for dyeing before coloring. So the pre-treatment given is bleaching. So the cotton which is coming out of a gearbox or else a J box, it is somewhat yellowish in color and the whiteness index is very less. So in that sense, bleaching is carried out to remove the natural pigments and the processing residues. Bleaching is a vital pre-treatment because it only will give the exact shade what we want in the fabric. Or else the yellow shade will also give some color index to the fabric, that is the dyed fabric, and you may not get the exact shade what the customer wants. So the goal of bleaching is to eliminate the color bearing groups, that is the chromophore molecules responsible for natural coloration by chemically converting them into colorless compounds. The chromophore, which are color bearing, are converted into colorless compounds, make them soluble and removed. What chemical can we add? There are two types of bleaching. One is oxidative bleaching, another one is reductive bleaching. Oxidative bleaching is the one which evolves out or else which liberates out oxygen free radicals, and these oxygen free radicals are useful in breaking the chromophore. That is, the unsaturation is broken by this oxygen free radical. So in the case of reductive free radical, it goes by reduction, and usually we use sulfur dioxide as one of the reductive bleaching agent. In the case of oxidative bleaching agent, hydrogen peroxide is used, and it is one of the predominant bleaching agent which we use regularly in industries. It releases reactive oxygen species under alkaline conditions. High temperature enables that while preserving cellulose structure without any getting damaged. Bleaching typically occurs at a pH of 10 to 11, highly alkaline pH. So sodium hydroxide and peroxide are heated at 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. Stabilizers like sodium silicate are added. so that to maintain the activity and to prevent the redeposition of what else, the removed pigments from the fabric. Under these conditions, peroxide decomposes into reactive radicals that target the chromophore, which has to be removed, yielding a visibly whiter fabric. So bleaching can be done in J boxes or else gear boilers when we go for batch process. So after bleaching, fabrics have to be neutralized, often with acetic acid, and rinsed thoroughly and then dried. Quality checks include measuring residual alkalinity if any present, whiteness index, and also fabric strength. Over bleaching may result in what else? Reduction in the fabric strength. So we have to make sure that all residual alkali is removed by thorough washing and rinsing with water and mild acetic acid. Stabilizers, controlled pH, and accurate temperature are the key to achieve maximum brightness index, protecting fabric integrity. So now the fabric is ready for dyeing. The whiteness index is removed, so the whiteness index is improved, and the absorbency is also improved. So in that sense, we can go for dyeing now. Thank you.